when students are moving from the college to the boardroom. So what kind of a thing, because you yourself, you have a personal branding attached to you. How does it matter, and what example you can give to people here that this is how personal branding can play an important role?
That's a lovely question, Vishal. Thank you so much for that. Personal branding, we all are our own brands. As one of the dialogues in a movie by Karishma, मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Right? So we create our own brand by how we dress up, how we talk, how we behave. The ABC, which is your appearance, your behavior, and your communications. The Gen Z, if I talk about, and you ask them to wear formals, for them, I will wear sneakers with my sari, I care two hoots, is the attitude. But is that a formal attire? Wearing sneakers with, I have seen many wearing sneakers with tuxedos, but do you wear tuxedos with sneakers? A formal wear with a sports wear. That is not how it is. So we have, when we talk about appearance, it is about where are we going, what is the occasion that we're going for. There are 4 A's we usually follow, which is appropriateness of the occasion that you're going to, affordability not as per the cost of the attire or the fabric that you're wearing, but how many times do you use it. The appearance, of course, attractiveness. Is it looking nice on you? Does it suit you or does it not suit you? Be it the pattern, color, shape. And authenticity. Do you feel authentic in what you're wearing, or are you just wearing it because everybody else is wearing and it is a fashion trend, but you don't really feel your own, that you're in your own skin while wearing that? Coming down to the B, behavior, which is your body language, your demeanor, how you carry yourself, how you walk, how you sit, how you greet, and then communication. So all the others are non-verbal communications. Communication again, your verbal communication, how do you communicate? What do you say and what you don't? And where? Are you giving the right pauses, intonations, stress on what you're saying? So all this matters a lot. And your first impression is what makes it or breaks it for you. So this is from my side, Vishal. What do you have to say about this, as I see you are into career grooming? So what have you got to say about it?
Yeah, so first of all, as you rightly said, appearance, behavior and communication is the right amount of thing which we all need to learn in this actually 21st century, right? So we are all into the digital era. So I would add a D here to ABC, which is D, which is digital presence. Yeah, so it matters a lot when you are sitting in a virtual meeting. Are you are you ready? Are you seeing yourself in the camera the way you want to represent yourself? Or you are just there for the sake of being there? Number one, confidence has to be spot on when you are in fact a virtual setting, or if you are in a physical setting, does not matter. Confidence plays a very important role. How many of you agree to that? Yeah, so confidence is the biggest thing. If, grooming, it's a term which is being defined that it's only external appearance. Yeah, but here is the behavior, here is the communication coming from Radhika as an expert. So think about it, adding D, digital presence, adding confidence into that, adding virtual setting, and then talking about it, be it a physical, be it a virtual setting, we have to make it count. And hence, it is very important. So I think we need to add another D. Maybe I can just add another E to it, is executive presence. Yeah, so we all know that how much it matters when you are moving from a classroom to a boardroom. Executive presence is what it matters. And here again comes first impression. So Radhika, You talk about this a lot, first impression. By the way, I have a question. How much time does it take to create a first impression?
So less than 10 seconds.
Less than 10 seconds. And we think that we will not even switch on our camera in the digital presence. It's okay, people will be speaking and we will just observe, and then when we get a chance, then we will speak. The chance has to be created by us, right? We have to kind of say that, I want to say something, or I would just end this and say, again, hand it over to Radhika, speak to contribute, not to impress.
Absolutely, very rightly said, Vishal, thank you for that. And when we talk about first impression, and here we're talking about classroom to boardroom, well, the very first step of classroom to boardroom is campus to corporate interviews when you're looking for a job. What do you think decides that you're going to get a job or not? Is it your degree? Is it your qualification, your marks that decides? Your attitude. Absolutely. So you are being assessed the minute you enter the building. How you talk to the staff of that office, how you walk, how do you behave while you are waiting for your turn, and when you enter the door with the board members sitting in front of you, wanting to interview you, and they look at you walking inside, your walk itself has decided 40% of whether you are a candidate for them or not. The remaining 20% is when you talk to them. How you talk, how you sit. Are you making eye contact with everyone? Are you behaving well? Are you giving apt answers? And then just the remaining 20% is your academics, your mark sheet. Your scores don't really matter. It is the knowledge, behavior, and your attitude, as rightly said, that matters. So this is about creating that first impactful impression. Either you make it or you break it. When you talk about digital presence, Vishal, and I remember you just mentioned that the confidence is very important. So can anybody tell me what is it that adds on to that confidence, and how do you communicate what you want to communicate on a digital presence, Zoom meetings, virtual meetings?
You need to know what you want to communicate and deliver.
Okay, and? Right. But what is the very first thing?
Technical knowledge.
Somebody looking at you.
Eye contact.
Somebody looking at you. So you look into the camera and speak so that everybody, and the way you dress up. You can't be sitting in a t-shirt and conducting meetings. Even if it is virtual from your home, you have to dress up as if you're sitting in your boardroom and talking. So that's all from my side. Your views on this?
Yeah, Radhika, I would like to touch upon one other important topic which exactly matters again from classroom to boardroom is interviews. Yeah, we always talk about interviews and we take it like, we'll go there and just try our luck. If it works, well and good. If it doesn't work, then also it's good. But then that's not the way. People who crack the interviews, even though they have failed 10 times, I have got mentees who have failed 10 times, but they're able to crack because they're well practiced, they're well rehearsed. They stand in front of the mirror and continue to practice like 100 times before they appear in the interview. It's not that, we think that Virat Kohli is a Virat Kohli today, but there is something which has gone behind it. The practice he has done on the field, off the field, that has made him a Virat Kohli. And an interview is nothing like that, it's an exam. And we take exams so particularly, we want to read and ratify things, but when it comes to interviews, we take it casually. Why do we take it casually? We have to be there spot on, well practiced, well rehearsed. And again, coming back to the same thing, first impression, there also it counts. When you enter into an interview, you have to be, ready with your dressing, you have to be ready with your confidence, you have to be ready with your eye contact, you have to be ready with your overall personal brand. You are a personal brand. You stand for something. People sitting out here, you have a USP. Do you know what is that USP? Have you ever thought about it? What are you good at? What makes you stand out? What makes you credible? What are your career branding goals? These 4 questions, if you ask yourself, you will get to know this is who I am and this is what is my differentiator. That actually makes you crack the interviews.
Absolutely, very rightly said. And when you talk about, you just mentioned about standing in front of the mirror and rehearsing. I remember when during our days of being in school or college, our parents would tell us, stand in front of the mirror and practice. You'll be more confident. But with mobiles, even better, record yourself while you're practicing. So you not only listen to what you're saying, but you also look at yourself, how you're standing, how you're speaking, what your body language is. Are you taking a lot of elephant stance? And you can correct upon that.
Yeah. So I think we are done on the time. We would like to continue this talk because this is a very, very interesting topic and very close to my heart personally. And thank you, Radhika, for having a great conversation.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you so much for that.